Have you ever felt like you're losing your mind, not because of what happened, but because you can't tell what actually happened anymore? You replay conversations, you question your memory, you doubt your reactions, and the scariest part, a quiet voice inside you still says, something isn't right. But another voice answers back, maybe it's you. That tension between what you feel and what you've been told to believe is not confusion. It's gaslighting. And today we're not just exposing it. We're rebuilding what it tried to destroy, your inner compass. Gaslighting is not about lying once. It's about repetition. It's about slowly training you to distrust the part of yourself that notices patterns. At first it sounds subtle. That's not what I said. You're too sensitive. You're remembering it wrong. You always overthink. Each sentence is small, but over time something dangerous happens. You stop asking, is this true? And you start asking, am I allowed to feel this? That's the shift. Gaslighting doesn't erase reality. It replaces your trust in it. And when that happens, your intuition doesn't disappear. It goes quiet. Here's what most people misunderstand. If gaslighting worked instantly, you'd walk away. It works because it's gradual. Your intuition doesn't shut off overnight. It gets overridden. You feel something is off, then you explain it away. You feel discomfort, then you rationalize it. You feel violated, then you blame yourself. And eventually you stop listening to the signal because listening feels dangerous. This is the exact moment most people exit relationships or stay trapped. And what happens next is why so many people feel broken after the relationship ends. Listen carefully. Gaslighting doesn't convince you that they're right. It convinces you that certainty is unsafe. Once certainty feels unsafe, your nervous system chooses silence. You stop trusting your reactions. You stop trusting your memory. You stop trusting your instincts, not because you're weak, but because your brain learned this equation. If I trust myself, I lose connection. If I doubt myself, I stay safe. That's conditioning. And here's the part no one talks about. After the relationship ends, the gaslighter is gone, but the conditioning stays. That's why clarity doesn't bring relief right away. That's why you still question yourself even when you know the truth. And that's why people say, I escaped, but I don't feel free. Have you ever noticed that you trusted yourself less after it ended, not more? Your intuition isn't logical. It's sensory. It works through tone, through timing, through pattern recognition. Gaslighting attacks all three. It tells you tone doesn't matter, timing doesn't matter, patterns are coincidence. So when your intuition sends a signal, your mind intercepts it with doubt. That doesn't mean your intuition failed. It means it was outvoted. And the more intelligent, empathetic, and self-reflective you are, the easier that override becomes. Because you try to understand, you try to be fair, you try to see their side. That's not a flaw. That's the doorway gaslighting walks through. Rebuilding your inner compass does not start with confidence. It starts with permission. Permission to notice without explaining. Permission to feel without fixing. Permission to say, I don't have proof, but I have data. Your body keeps score long after your mind is confused. Tight chest, delayed anxiety, mental fog after conversations, a feeling of shrinking. Those are not random. They're information. Your first step is not trusting yourself fully. It's trusting yourself a little more than before. Step 2 is separating discomfort from danger. Gaslighting teaches you that discomfort means you're wrong. Healing teaches you that discomfort means something needs attention. Start asking better questions. Not, am I overreacting? But, what changed in me after this interaction? Not, did they mean it? But, how did my body respond? Your intuition lives in impact, not intention. Once you shift the question, clarity begins to return. Quietly, gradually, honestly. If you don't trust yourself yet, that doesn't mean you failed. It means your nervous system is cautious. Trust returns the same way it was broken, through repetition, small decisions kept, small boundaries honored, Small signals listened to. Every time you choose alignment over approval, your compass recalibrates, not loudly, but reliably. And one day, you notice something subtle. You don't need to explain yourself as much. That's when you know it's working. If you don't trust yourself yet, that doesn't mean you failed. It means your nervous system is cautious. Trust returns the same way it was broken, through repetition, small decisions kept, small boundaries honored, small signals listened to. Every time you choose alignment over approval, your compass recalibrates, not loudly, but reliably. And one day, you notice something subtle. You don't need to explain yourself as much. That's when you know it's working. What was the first signal your intuition tried to warn you about? Before the confusion started. Write it down, even if it feels small. That's how reconnection begins. Gaslighting doesn't destroy intuition. It buries it under noise. And healing isn't about becoming fearless. It's about becoming aligned again, quietly, slowly, on your terms. Your inner compass is still there. It's just waiting for you to listen without apology.